Well, good afternoon, everyone. I am Ryan Clifton Bowler, and I want to get right down to it. Some of you already know about this. I was reading an article from Breitbart News, and I actually did a video on this about several months ago, back in November, in reference to the young man that ran into the crowd of people at a parade and killed like 6 of them. Well, according to this Breitbart article, he's been charged with, I believe, 71 new counts. So let's see how that works out for this person. Let's just see. But I'm going to read the article from Breitbart. It's a pretty short article. And when I'm finished reading that article, I'm going to give you my opinion on this whole situation. So please stand by. So the title of the article is Waukesha Christmas Parade. There go them words again. Waukesha Christmas Parade Massacre suspect Darrell E. Brooks hit with 71 new charges. Darrell E. Brooks, the main suspect in last year's Waukesha, Wisconsin Christmas Parade massacre, is now facing 71 fresh charges after prosecutors filed an amended complaint on Wednesday. Brooks Jr., 39, was facing already 6 counts of homicide in the deaths of those killed when he smashed into the parade in an SUV on November 21st, as Breitbart News reported. November the 21st, just shy of Thanksgiving. That's terrible. Most of the new charges against Brooks are for recklessly endangering safety by use of a dangerous weapon, according to the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. The expanded charges included 61 counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety, 6 counts of hit and run involving death, 2 bail jumping felonies, look at this guy, and 2 counts of misdemeanor domestic abuse charges. Why is he being charged with all this stuff? Why is this person even around? He should be in jail. He shouldn't even be walking around. I'm assuming never mind. We'll get to that. In total, 6 people died in the incident on November 21st, including 1 young child. Wellman Hospital, 81, Virginia Sorensen, 79, Leanna Owens, 71, Tamara Duran, 52, Jane Coolidge, 52, and Jackson Sparks, 8, were killed. The 6 first-degree, get this now, the 6 first-degree intentional homicide charges Brooks faced each were paired with counts of hit and run involving death. Each hit and run charge carries a possible 15-year sentence. See how this works. The suspect is scheduled to appear in court on Friday for a preliminary hearing in the case. Brooks had a criminal record. Get this now. Get this part gonna get you. You ready? Brooks had a criminal record dating back to 1999 and was convicted of statutory sexual seduction in 2006 after having sex with a 15-year-old girl who later became pregnant. But this man's still walking around. We'll get to that. Though Brooks allegedly fled the scene of a domestic disturbance prior to the attack, police made note that his alleged act of plowing an SUV into crowds of innocent people attending a Christmas parade was, quote, intentional. I bet it was intentional. The motive for which still remains unknown. Contrary to initial reports, Brooks was not being chased by police at the time of the attack. So he can't say I was being chased by the cops. A black man being chased by the cops and I inevitably ran into a bunch of innocent people. Wrong. In the days following the tragedy, Brooks' mother penned a lengthy letter charging that the American legal system failed to provide her mentally ill son adequate resources throughout his life. And that's the end of the article right there. And you know what? I'm not mad at the mother. I'm not mad at the mother. I'm not going to get mad at her. That's her son. And regardless of what your son is charged with, you're going to defend your son. You're going to love your son. I'm not even mad at her for that. What I want to talk about just for a few moments here is why I believe the guy's even walking around. I believe he's walking around because of these progressive Democrats in cities and states who tap you on the hand when it comes to crime. This guy has a lengthy criminal record. He done killed 6 people intentionally, and he's still walking around. I wonder how much the bail is. You know, it's crazy. and I say this all the time, you get what you vote for. I don't want to hear anything from anyone in that city or state or wherever else complaining about this man walking around doing what he's doing, a career criminal who clearly killed these people intentionally. I don't hear no complaining from these people when they voted for these progressive Democrats and put these people in office. I don't want to hear it, because progressive Democrats believe that these individuals, people like this man and so forth, are victims of systemic racism and victims of oppression and victims of poverty, and that poverty drives these people to do the things that they do. Think about that for a moment. Poverty drives people to commit horrendous. This is some of the stuff that they believe in. Poverty drives people to commit these kind of crimes. Well, if that's true, then why everyone who is in impoverished situations don't commit crime, if in fact poverty does drive people to commit crimes? I'll wait. What it is just an attempt to tear down, in my opinion, to tear down our judicial system, to tear down our law enforcement system in order to replace it with law enforcement and DAs and district attorneys and so forth that reflect a communist ideology and a communist government. That's what I believe. They're doing it a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. They're trying to work with you. Get what you vote for. You get what you vote for. Hopefully during this midterm, hopefully during re-election, people will start thinking about the people that they put in office, whether on a local level, state level, or federal level. You get what you vote for. You can't complain about crime. You can't complain about criminals running the streets. You can't go around saying, I got to give me a gun, do this, that, and the other, when you keep voting for politicians that promote that kind of stuff, that are light on crime, rather, that give a slap on the wrist on crime. You can't keep doing it and then complain. You talking out of both sides of your neck, as far as I'm concerned. One side of your neck, left side, right side, you're talking out the same side. You can't keep doing it. You keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting the same results. You're going to keep getting the same results. So that's all I wanted to say about that. So let's hope that this guy has 71 new charges brought against him, which was 15 years apiece on some of them charges, 15 years apiece. Let's see what time he does. Let's see who the judge is. Is it a liberal, progressive judge or who? Well, let's see. It matters who you vote for. It matters who you vote for. It matters who's in positions of authority. It matters who's in positions of power. They're the ones that make up the legislation or support the legislation. They're the ones that make the rules or push the rules. And when you put people in office with our votes that ain't got no business being there, that are against most Americans, let's be realistic. Most Americans, regardless of what political side you're on, whether you're Democrat, Republican, Independent, it doesn't matter. You don't want to see crime sky high. You don't. It doesn't matter what your political side is. You do not want to see crime and people like this man running the streets, killing people intentionally, and because you feel sorry for. You don't want to see that. Regardless of what your political affiliation is, you do not want to see that. That's what most Americans, I believe, feel when it comes to this kind of stuff. They don't want to see that. They don't want to walk out of their house and be scared to leave their house and get into their car because they're going to be killed by some maniac. They don't want to be, even if they don't believe in guns. There are people that don't believe in guns and that are against guns and advocate against guns. For the most part, as far as I'm concerned, what they want to do, see, these people look to the government to be their savior. The way I see it, they look to the government to protect them from everything, to protect them from criminals like this man. But I hate to say, but the government and even law enforcement, can't be there all the time. They just can't. So these people that are against guns and so forth, I advise you to do something to protect yourself from people like this man here, because if you keep voting for the same kind of people, these progressive Democrats, you're going to keep getting the same results. It's just that simple. And I know I kind of take this strongly, but I believe that people we vote for, the policies they support, dictates the course of action of the city, state, and the country. And if their policies stink, if their policies are not benefiting millions of Americans, it's best not to vote for them. That's just what I believe. So let's see what's going to happen to this. Let's see what's going to happen to this person. Let's see if he's going to do the time. He committed the crime. He should do the time. That's what I believe. He committed these crimes. He should do the time. It shouldn't be a slap on the wrist or slap on the butt. Well, you know what? He was raised in poverty. His mom made the statement at the end of the article that he's mentally ill. Okay, maybe he was mentally ill. She's blaming the judicial system, the system, on them not providing enough care for him to deal with his mental illness. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. But it sounds like to me, and I'm not accusing her of anything. Like I said earlier, that's her son. I'm pretty sure I would probably feel the same way. But I think there's more going on here than meets the eye. There's more going on. This guy's a career criminal, and I think he should do the time. But what do you guys think? What do you think about the article that I just read to you? You think he should do the time for what he did? You think it was first degree murder, what he did? You think it was intentional? I believe it was intentional, and I believe that he should do the ultimate, pay the ultimate price for what he did, which would be the death sentence. If not the death sentence, triple, double, quadruple life. 6 people, innocent people, were mowed down intentionally by this man. He couldn't have been too crazy. Okay. All right. So that's just what I think. What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button, share this video, and subscribe. God bless you all, and see you again.